Today, we got a very special guest that's joining our show. You can see the t-shirt I'm wearing. Get Johnny his ice cream. Johnny Ice Cream is making his Jake Asman Show debut. So let's hit it and get it started. The Jets face one of their biggest offseasons in franchise history. It's playoffs or bust in 2023.
You're writing the story of your own life. Never allow another man to hold the pen.
Please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button down below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. The pieces are in place. It's time for the Jets to put it together. Now, let's talk about the New York Jets. This is the Jake Asman Show. Hit it! And here we go. I am excited about today's show. If you've been watching my show, you know that we always talk about our guest that's coming on the channel today. He was a viral sensation. He got plenty of ice cream this past season. The great Johnny Ice Cream is set to join us. If you don't know who Johnny is, let's give you a quick recap into why Johnny became such a viral sensation.
Dad always takes me for ice cream when the New York Jets win. How many times do you think my dad is going to take me for ice cream?
A lot of times. You will be there a lot.
Hi, everything. It's me, Johnny. Sauce was right. I am getting a lot of ice cream this year.
Hey, Johnny, call your daddy, Johnny. Come take a look at some ice cream, baby.
Today, I'm cashing in my ice cream because the Jets got a win today. Hi, everybody. It's me, Johnny. Back again. We got our fourth win of the year against the fourth week in a row. The Jets just won their fifth game of the season. NFL was right. This win deserves a whole ice cream cake. Jets, 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 Jets.
The great Johnny Ice Cream joins us now with his father, Ron. Ron, Johnny, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Hey, Jake, that was awesome, buddy. First of all, during your normal intro, we were getting jacked up. We were getting fired up. Like, we can't wait for next season already.
I can't wait. Johnny,
hello to Jake.
Hi.
What's up, Johnny? So, Johnny, I got to start. Obviously, this all started when you sat down as the Jet Kid reporter with Sauce Gardner. What was it like to get to know Sauce throughout the season and see him have one of the greatest rookie seasons anyone has ever seen?
It was great for me. I loved interviewing Sauce. He was so nice. And he even signed my jersey.
I love it. Now, I have a picture of you with Sauce right here at the Pro Bowl. What was it like to have your own ice cream truck and get to hang out with Sauce Gardner at the Pro Bowl in Las Vegas?
I mean, it was pretty cool, right? we were speechless when we saw the truck. And how cool was it seeing your buddy again? And who else? Everybody. What was your favorite part of the Pro Bowl?
Where I got to see Sauce again, and I got my own ice cream truck and watching the game.
Yeah, the game was a lot of fun. The flag football.
And I got to meet Aiden.
Aiden Diggs is Trayvon Diggs' son, so they hit it off. They became friends. They were grittying all over the Pro Bowl, all over Las Vegas together. It was pretty fun, right? Yeah, it was a pretty cool experience.
What was it like to meet Quinn Williams?
Oh, Big Q. That's our guy, Q.
Look at that smile by Q. It looked like Q had a great time meeting you, Johnny.
What did you say, right? Wasn't it funny meeting Q again? Well, because we saw Q at the first when we interviewed Sauce, because Q was getting interviewed by another kid reporter after us. And we got to meet Q then, and we got his autograph then, and he's always been a cool guy. His personality is bigger than life. I mean, it's amazing seeing him turn it on Sunday, because he is truly a teddy bear off the field, the nicest guy in the world, always smiling, always got a great personality, great attitude.
And he did the same. He pointed like me.
Yeah, right. Johnny always points to the camera. And that's Johnny's move, and he did it too. Yeah, right.
That is awesome. You can see it right here on the full screen, the Q pointing. So, Ron, let me ask you this. What has it been like to see your 6-year-old son become such a viral sensation over the past year?
It's been pretty awesome. I mean, it really has. We did the interview, and it was fun. we got to go up to the facility. We got to see the players, and I knew it was going to be a good interview because he was ready. We had a pretty good process prior to the whole thing, and he knocked it out of the park. And it's been absolutely phenomenal. I got to keep trying to tell him, like, this isn't normal. Like, this isn't normal. People don't do this. They don't hang out with players, and they're like, this is very special. So we appreciate it, and it's been awesome. I mean, it really has been. Getting noticed at grocery stores and restaurants, right, Johnny? Right? Did you just go to a restaurant just the other day? What were they doing?
They were chanting my name. It was weird, but it was fun.
It was like a group of a bunch of like football players or something. They had just got done with practice or basketball or something.
It was somebody's birthday.
It was one of their birthdays, and they noticed Johnny and they started chanting his name. It was pretty wild. It was pretty wild.
You're like, Johnny.
So, Johnny, what's it like to be recognized? Is it a cool feeling when someone recognizes you from your famous now videos?
Yeah.
What do? You do a lot of selfies, right? And you even do what?
I'm autograph.
He's even giving autographs.
You're signing autographs. That is cool. So, Rod, explain to the audience kind of how it all kind of came together. What's your backstory? I know you grew up a huge Jets fan. You obviously still are. You're a season ticket holder. How did it all kind of come together with you and Johnny?
Yeah, so I definitely big season ticket holder, and it's always been my dream to go to the games with my son. Like I used to go with my father, obviously, and keep the tradition alive. And Grandpa still comes to some of the games. He picks a few of the games that they come to every year. He doesn't come to all of them, but me and Johnny go to all of them. We absolutely love it. And it's just keeping the tradition. It's like I told him. I said you could root for any other basketball team, baseball. If you don't want to root for the Yankees like Daddy, that's fine. If you don't want to root for the Nets like that, that's fine. The Jets, you have absolutely you can't do anything but the Jets. And I got lucky. My wife and her family are Jets fans.
What if the Jets are not playing?
Well, then we root for whatever other team you want to win. Right. But what I'm saying is, like, as fandoms,
just like in the Super Bowl this year, I wanted the Eagles to win, but they lost.
Right. But yeah, so it's been absolutely phenomenal. It really has been. The process of getting we had did an audition tape. I don't know if you want me to kind of story if you want. So we sent an audition tape in with Johnny interviewing a refrigerator. He was practicing, and me.
You were soft.
And mom was Zach Wilson, right?
That was the time when I liked it, Zach. Now
I don't say that.
He's not that good. No, I don't like him that much.
Don't say that. But anyway, he's sick. So, no. So we sent in an audition tape. They liked it. We got up there. We didn't know who we were preparing for. We didn't know who we were going to interview. So we did a bunch of questions for alignment and a bunch of questions for a skill position. We had hand signals. So I was actually behind the camera, right? And I was doing all like hand signals, everything, so he knew what question to ask next. And we did about 15 questions with Sauce. It was absolutely phenomenal. And, they obviously pulled the pieces that they wanted to pull. And you're gritting on a chair in the basement on the Jake Asman show. You've made it, Johnny.
This is the highlight of the YouTube show right here. We got the Johnny Ice Cream Gritty. He's doing it.
He's doing it, and that was it. It just obviously it went nuts. And then when they beat Cleveland, we lost it. Obviously, we were going bananas in the house with Garrett Wilson, right? And they called us up and said, "Hey, if you really do take your son for ice cream when the Jets win, send us a picture." I said, "Send you a picture?" I said, "No, I'll send you a whole video, Johnny recapping the game." So it was great. So we did that, and then that obviously went viral each and every week.
We're wearing double
hats. And it just kind of went from there. And the big shocker was obviously it was like a high from the season, right? Everything going high, everybody just winning games and 7-4. Everybody's going nuts, right? We're doing great. And then obviously the slide at the end of the year was real depressing, but then the cherry on top was when the NFL called, right, John? And said we want to invite Johnny to go to the Pro Bowl, and that was like a oh wow moment, and it was pretty cool.
That is awesome. So Johnny, I know you said that Sauce Gardner is your favorite player. Mm-hmm. What other players on the Jets though do you really like, and who do you still want to interview maybe that you have not had the chance to speak with?
Garrett Wilson, obviously, and Brees Hall when he gets better. And
so who else are your favorites?
And Mr. Cotte. I like them all.
You like them all?
Elijah Moore.
Right. Well, tell me, you played catch with Elijah Moore on the field before one of the games?
I was like, holy cow!
Elijah Moore probably got more targets from Johnny than Zach Wilson this year.
It's funny when we posted a clip. That was what a lot of the comments were saying that, and it was one of the games that he didn't get targeted. So it was like Johnny completed more passes, Elijah Moore than the Jets did. But now all the play. I mean, it's amazing how, for me as like the dad, I'm worried about him and him feel comfortable and whatnot, because I'm not over here. We're not trying to exploit my child. This is the great experience. It's a lot of fun, and it's my favorite team. It's just a great thing, right? And it's a cute moment.
I want to the bathroom.
You go to the bathroom? I'm holding it for 1 minute. But no, so knowing that the players have been so awesome towards him, the way they made him feel so comfortable. Like, I wasn't sure, do the players really watch the social media stuff? Do they care about it in season? So I didn't know if like some of the players were going to recognize him, but the fact that players from other teams recognized him, came up to him, were giving him high fives and whatnot. I mean, it was just an awesome, and the Jets showed out. The Jets really showed out. He got to interview Quentin Williams and Sauce at the ice cream truck at the Pro Bowl, but that wasn't it. Mr. Hardy, there he is. James Hardy and CJ Mosley came by. CJ had his son with him, and then we were hanging out, right? We were hanging out with little CJ. So they just really have treated him awesome. They made him feel so special. CJ, what did CJ give you?
A Christmas gift.
Yeah, he signed a jersey, a specialized signed jersey for Johnny.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And they put him in the Christmas picture, which was like next level. When we saw that, we were like, wow. That's the Christmas picture. You and Mr. Carter. We call Michael Carter Mr. Carter.
Mr. Carter.
I was a big fan of the Welcome Back Carter when growing up. So they called him Mr. Carter. So anyway, there's a picture of Johnny and Mr. Carter having ice cream in the picture. So it's just overall, it's just been an awesome year, right, bud? What's your best moment? Like the coolest thing that you loved about being the Jets reporter this year? Your guy. The best cornerback rookie season in the history of it. When he saw Sauce, I don't know if you guys saw it, but at one of the videos of the Pro Bowl, he said, "Hey, Sauce, isn't it cool that we both made the Pro Bowl in our first year with the Jets?" That was our favorite question.
My favorite thing the first time I interviewed Sauce was what I said how many times do you think my dad is going to take me for ice cream?
Yeah, that was the money question right there.
That's what started it all.
That was Daddy's favorite one too, because that's what made all this possible.
So Ron, let me ask you this. You got the shirt on too. Yeah. That is fantastic. I'm glad that you guys have this.
It's brand, right? It's good brand.
Yep. They sent me some shirts and they were like, "Pick which ones you want." And I'm like, I need to get my Johnny ice cream shirt.
Oh, that's great. We got ice cream. I mean, we had ice cream socks sent to us. I mean, it's some of the companies have been pretty cool too, sending a lot of ice cream.
Greg,
we've gotten ice cream for days.
Legatron, kick. It's good.
Legatron. Avatar, all right.
It's your line, yeah. Hey, let me ask you this, Ron. Let's say, God willing, the Jets win the Super Bowl one day, maybe next year if they had the right quarterback.
Do you know what? I had a dream where the Jets were playing the Vikings in the Super Bowl and they were down 28-20, and then Zach gave it to Brees Hall, and then he went for the touchdown, and they were down by 2 points, and they went for a 2-point conversion, and then they tied it up.
And then who won the game?
28, and then there was 2 seconds left when the Jets had the ball back, and then Zerline kicked it, and the field goal, and it was good, and then the Jets won the Super Bowl.
Sign me up for that. I'll take that.
I already put money on a Minnesota Viking New York Jets Super Bowl win.
Sign me up for that. So here's my last question to you guys. What does Johnny get if the Jets win the Super Bowl? We got to go bigger than just a bowl of ice cream. What is the grand prize if the Jets win it all?
Well,
10 ice cream cakes.
10 ice cream cakes.
I'm gonna buy him
one ice cream.
He will get the ice cream franchise if we actually win a Super Bowl. But I just want to say we're going to Canton this year because my favorite player when I was young was Joe Klecko. I actually wore number 73 my whole playing career. And my favorite player as a young adult was Darrell Reeves.
And then they both got the Hall of Fame. And Sauce got the defensive rookie of the year, and Garrett Wilson got the offensive rookie.
That was a one heck of a night for a Jet fan. I'll tell you what. That was a good one.
That's one amazing game of the night.
We're going to Canton, and then depending on what we do with our first round draft pick as a Jet organization, if it ends up in Green Bay, which hopefully it does, then if it doesn't, we're going to probably end up going to the draft too. So if there's a Super Bowl, there's no way Johnny Ice Cream is not going to be in the building one way or the other.
And this guy said, if I don't get drafted by the Jets, then he's going to like whatever team I'm on. Like even if I'm on the Bears, he's going to like the Bears.
That makes sense. Well, Johnny, I will get you ice cream for life if the Jets win the Super Bowl next year. That's my promise to you. Whenever you want ice cream, we'll send you ice cream. All right?
He just did a cameo yesterday, and he told the little girl, he said, "We're going to win a Super Bowl. We're not going to have to wait as long as our fathers have to."
I hope not. That'd be fantastic.
Check out Johnny on Cameo. If anybody's
on Cameo, that is so awesome. Well, Ron, thank you so much for helping me make this happen. Johnny, it's so great to meet you. Hopefully, I'll see you guys in person, either at Canton this summer or at a game during the regular season.
No doubt. What is this? He's doing moves. All right.
I love it. He's Johnny Ice Cream.
Oh, Gary Wilson touchdown.
Johnny Ice Cream and Ron have been our guest. Thank you to everyone who took time to watch. Hit the subscribe button if you're a Jet fan and like the video on your way out. Thanks again to Johnny and Ron. JTS, Jets, Jets, Jets.